What is going on, my Raspy Riders? This is the Caroma Peak, and it is the first scooter on this channel. It's kind of a scooter, but at the same time, it's kind of a bike. So it's like if a scooter had a baby with a bike and you get a scooter bike hybrid. So this is what the box looks like, and let's see what the packaging looks like. This is what it looks like inside the box and all its packaging. Let's see what we got here. I think this is the storage bag that it comes with. If you want to carry some groceries in here, it can probably fit. And some tools maybe. And I can already tell that we have some front suspension. So let's get the battery charged up, the scooter assembled, and continue with our test ride. So this channel is a PG channel, so we're not going to talk about the birds and the bees. But I do want to say, if a scooter fell in love with an e-bike and they got together and, you know, made some magic happen, this would be the outcome. This is like a scooter bike. There's a platform, so just like a scooter, no pedals, but it's got these big fat tires that look like an e-bike and an adjustable seat. You know, they call this a scooter, but to me, I'm gonna call this a scooter bike. So let's go over some of the specs. Starting with the tires, we have Chow Yang 20x3 fat tires. So these are a little skinnier than our usual 4-inch tires. It probably will give us a little bit more range because it's gonna have less rolling resistance. Over here we have 160 millimeter rotors front and back with mechanical brakes. We have a plastic fender that should help with the splashes in the water, and a 4-bulb LED light. We do have front suspension forks. There's not much travel, but it might absorb a tiny bit of bumps. It looks and feels like an inch travel, maybe an inch and a half. We are on the lower end of price range in terms of electric vehicles, so I did not expect that much from the front forks anyways. So having a little bit is better than nothing. Moving on up, it comes with this little bag that hangs off the front handlebars. And if you guys hear any rattling when I'm riding later, it's because I am carrying the tool set that it came with. It's a pretty big bag. You can fit a ton of stuff in here. Yeah, there's some Allen keys and some wrenches in here. Yeah, but this bag is really big. This will work nicely. It could fit the beach towel, water, some food. This would be a great beach cruiser. Now, a typical scooter, you would be able to fold it in half at this point, right? This can't do that, but there's an interesting feature where you can fold the handlebars. There's a lever behind this bag right here. So you pull this lever up, bring it down, and then you move it to the left, and then you can fold the handlebars. Oh, my tools fell out. Yeah, that's what it looks like when it's folded. So it does make the scooter look a little bit smaller. It's an interesting little design they have. Moving to the top of our handlebars, we have ergonomical grips, our mechanical brake levers, a bell. This is my own phone mount. And we have a display that is actually connected with the half twist throttle. I've never seen it where it's connected before, so that's kind of interesting. The way you turn on the headlight is by holding this I button right here. In order to turn on the bike, you have keys. You gotta go to the bottom and then just twist. Hold the power button. Looks fairly bright. And it says we're on level 1 right now. So the way you change that is by pressing the I button to toggle between 1, 2, and 3. And it's showing us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battery bars. Moving down to the deck, we have this textured rubber material right here to give our feet some grip, and the branding Caroma. It feels pretty grippy for our shoes. And there's a decent amount of space. I wear size 9 shoes, and I could put both my feet on here. And then the battery belongs down here. There's this little box or storage area, and it's welded onto the frame. By removing these screws, I believe you can lift this up and you can access the battery and controller. And speaking of the battery, it is a 48 volt 10.4 amp hour pack, and that equals up to about 500 watt hours. They claim it can give you 30 miles of range. I think more realistically, you're gonna get 20 to 25, maybe 20 going all out on the throttle, maxing it out, and 25 if you're riding a little more chill. Over here we have our seat, and you can adjust it. There is a little lever to pull, and then you just raise the seat up and down, and they gave us a suspension seat. The springs over here actually gives you some comfort. The seat's not terrible, but it's not the best either. The springs definitely help. Got a little reflector. I do wish it came with brake lights. Now let's see what I look like sitting on the bike. I'm 5'6" with a 28-inch inseam. I can pretty much flat foot it. This is what I look like with 2 feet on the ground. And this is what I look like with a one-legged lean. Moving down to our motor. This is a 500 watt geared hub motor, and it peaks at 819 watts. They say it'll take us up to 20 miles per hour. We're gonna test that in a bit. It's a pretty cool looking vehicle. This would make a good little commuter or a beach cruiser. All right guys, we are on the Caroma Peak. And this is what my feet look like on the platform. It's a little squished, but I can make it work. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It appears that level 1 takes us to about 9 miles per hour. 9 to 10 miles per hour. Let's see level 2. There is no pedal assist because this is a scooter. So we have no cranks. So level 2 takes us to 16 miles per hour. The display is pretty accurate. The display says 15.9 and my GPS on my phone says 16. Level 3. And level 3 is 20 miles per hour. We're maxed out. So Caroma claims I can do 20 miles per hour, and it can actually do 20 miles per hour. Let's test out the maneuverability. This feels so different than a bike. It feels long, even though it's not a long vehicle, it feels that way just because of the platform. Brakes feel pretty good too. They're mechanical disc brakes, but they stop you just fine. Let's go to the mall where we do our designated brake testing. It's got some pick up and go. It's not gonna throw you back off your seat, but it'll pick up. Yeah, for a little cruiser, to go get coffee, to go to the gym, or to get from class to class on campus, this is fine. The mall in my city right now is hosting some type of a pumpkin patch slash, I don't know, what do you call it, carnival? Looks pretty cool. Alright guys, we are in the mall parking lot and we're gonna get up to speed at 20 miles per hour and then hit our brakes at the first point over here and see how many car spaces it takes to come to a complete stop. 20 miles per hour and brake. All right, that was pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see. We hit the brakes right here. So this is 1 parking spot, 2 parking spot, and oh, it's just before the 3rd begins. So pretty much 2 whole parking spots. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And those mechanical disc brakes do the job just fine. That's actually a record. I don't think with any of the bikes that I've tested, I've been able to stop within like 2 spots like that. The best one was I stopped in the 3rd spot going into the 4th. So I think because the scooter is pretty light and it only goes up to 20 miles per hour, you can stop really fast. So there is no rear suspension. So if you go over bumps, you're gonna have to stand up. Is it weird to stand up on a scooter platform? No, feels pretty good. Jesus, woman. Trying to kill me out here. All right, we got a speed bump coming up. Let's do a speed bump test. I'm gonna stand up on the platform and stand up. Oh yeah, not bad at all. Standing up helps a lot. And we're hitting our top speed and it's keeping it. You know, this thing might be able to get 30 miles of range, just like the Amazon page says. Just because we can only go 20 miles per hour. The controller isn't asking that much from the battery. So it's probably just sipping on juice. Let's do some off-roading. Woo! Hey, not bad. Standing on the platform. That's pretty cool. This is a fun little scooter. I like it. I see the potential in it. Yeah, so the battery is not huge, but it'll get the job done. The charging time is about 5 hours, so it's a pretty good little commuter. 20 miles per hour to go to the gym or get coffee or go to your class. You know, for I think the Amazon price right now is in the 400s. After shipping and tax, it's about 600 bucks. There's not much to complain about with this price range. To close this video off, let's go over the pros and cons. The only two cons I can think of is that I would want there to be a little bit more travel in the forks. There's not much travel, so the forks don't compress that much, and it would be nice if you could adjust them as well. The other con I have is that there's no brake light, just a little reflector over here. I think for this price range, it's not too much to ask for a brake light, especially if you're going 20 miles per hour. I feel like cars need to see when you brake and this thing flashes, you know, so they know when to slow down. But other than that, this is a fun little scooter bike hybrid. It's really different. It's not like anything I've ridden before. The main pro to this is just the design. You know, you have that platform to put your feet, and because you don't have pedals, your legs aren't offset. You know what I mean? You can place them evenly side by side. I like the 20-inch fat tires on a scooter design. It can help eat up some of those bumps on the road. And I'm digging these springs. This Caroma Peak over here is simple, it's fun, and it gets the job done. So if that's what you're looking for, then you can check out the link in the description. I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up and a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.